Hello everyone. In this class, I will teach you electric flux and Gauss's theorem. Electric flux and Gauss's theorem. Electric flux and Gauss's theorem. Okay. Before electric flux, so here we have to know that the area is a vector quantity. Okay, area vector. So here area is a vector quantity. Okay, if it is a vector quantity, then it must have magnitude as well as direction. Okay, what is the direction of this area vector? If we consider a plane, suppose this is a plane, the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. The direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. Okay, so for a plane, we can draw a normal on the other side also. Okay, here we can draw a normal on the other side also. That is why the direction of area vector will be taken in both direction. We can take the direction of area vector in both sides. But in a numerical, if we take the right direction, suppose if we take in one direction, in that numerical we cannot take this one. Okay, in a single numerical we have to always take a single direction. यानी अगर हमने ये एक न्यूमेरिकल में अगर यही डायरेक्शन को अगर ले लिया तो उसी न्यूमेरिकल में हम ये डायरेक्शन नहीं लेंगे. ओके, तो ये जो अगर ये जो प्लेन है, प्लेन का जो एरिया वेक्टर का जो डायरेक्शन है, इट इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस. बट इफ यू कंसीडर ए कर्व सरफेस, अगर एक हम कर्व सरफेस लेंगे, सपोज दिस इज ए कर्व सरफेस. ओके, दिस इज ए कर्व सरफेस. ओके, द डायरेक्शन ऑफ एरिया वेक्टर इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस. Okay, at this point the direction of area vector is draw a normal at this point. So this is the direction of area vector at that point. Okay, and the direction of area vector at this point will be draw a normal at that point. That means if you draw a normal at that point, that will give you the direction of area vector. But for a plane, the direction of area vector can be taken on both sides. But for a curved surface, the direction of area vector is always normally outward direction. In inward direction also we can draw a normal at this point. Okay, on the inner side this is the normal, at this point this is the normal. Okay, but this is not the direction of area vector. The direction of area vector is always normally outward direction. The direction of area vector is always normally outward direction for a curved surface. Okay, this is the direction of area vector for a curved surface. So you remember, area is a vector quantity and the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. Okay, for a plane surface the direction of area vector can be taken on both sides. Okay, so if this is the plane, the direction of area vector can be taken on the right side and left side also. Okay, but for a curved surface, the direction of area vector is always normally outward direction. Suppose this is a curved surface. At this point the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. Okay, but direction of area vector is not in inward direction, it is always on outward direction. Okay, so this is our area vector. You remember area is a vector quantity and the direction of area vector is always normally outward direction. Okay, then we come to the point electric flux. What is electric flux? Electric flux. So what is electric flux? Electric flux is the measure of electric flux is the measure of field lines passing through a definite area. Electric flux is the measure of field lines passing through a definite area. Suppose we have a point source. This is our positive point source. From this point source, electric field lines will emerge. ये जो पॉइंट सोर्स है यहाँ से क्या निकलेगा? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस बाहर निकलेगा. ओके, these are what? These are the electric field lines. Okay, if I am taking a plane at this point and if I am taking the same plane at this point, you can see here the number of field lines crossing through the plane is how much? Through this plane 1 2 3 4 or you can say through this plane there are 3 field lines are crossing. 3 field lines are crossing, and if I am holding the same plate at this point, here only 1 field lines are crossing. That means the flux is the value of flux is larger at this point than this point, because flux means what? Flux means it is the measure of field lines passing through a definite area. It is what? It is a measure of field lines. अगर यहाँ से ज़्यादा फील्ड लाइन पार हो गया तो इसमें फ्लक्स ज़्यादा होगा. अगर नंबर ऑफ फील्ड लाइन्स इज लेस देन फ्लक्स विल बी ऑल्सो लेस. ओके, फ्लक्स मीन्स इट इज ए मेजर ऑफ फील्ड लाइन्स पासिंग थ्रू ए डेफिनिट एरिया. ओके, थ्रू दिस एरिया यहाँ से कितना फील्ड लाइन्स क्रॉस किया है? 3 फील्ड लाइन्स, 3 इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन्स आर क्रॉसिंग. और यहाँ से कि सेम एरिया मैंने यहाँ पर ले लिया है, इसमें ओनली 1 फील्ड लाइन्स आर क्रॉसिंग. That is why flux at this position is larger than this position. Okay, so you remember electric flux is what? Electric flux is a measure of electric field lines passing through a definite area. Okay, and mathematically electric flux, which is denoted by the letter phi E for electric. Mathematically, electric flux is a dot product of electric field and area vector. You remember, electric flux is a dot product of electric field and area vector. Okay, here E is the electric field and ds is what? It is the area vector. Both are vector quantity. If we take a dot product of 2 vectors, then we will get a scalar quantity. So electric flux is a scalar quantity. Okay, electric flux is a scalar quantity. It is a dot product of electric field and area vector. Okay, suppose if we take a plane surface like this. Suppose this is a plane surface. This is a plane surface. Okay, here the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. Okay, ये क्या है? ये this is the direction of area vector. We know that the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. This n cap will represent the direction of area vector. Okay, if at this position, if these are the direction of electric field, these are what? These are the direction of electric field. These are the direction of electric field. So here the electric field will make an angle theta with this area vector. This electric field E makes an angle theta with the area vector. ये electric field जो है area vector के साथ कितना एंगल फॉर्म किया है? थीटा एंगल फॉर्म किया है. ओके, तो in this case what is the flux? The electric flux is equal to what? The component of electric field. Component of electric field along the direction of area vector. What is electric flux? Electric flux is the product of the component of electric field along the direction of area vector into area vector. Okay, so what is electric flux? Electric flux is a product of component of electric field along the direction of area vector into area vector. Okay, so electric flux is denoted by the letter phi e. Okay, then this is the direction of electric field. Here this electric field will make an angle theta with n cap. N cap is what? N cap is the direction of area vector. N cap is the direction of area vector, and the component of electric field along the direction of area vector will be how much? So here electric field is directed along this direction, and this will make an angle theta with the direction of area vector. So component of electric field along the direction of area vector will be how much? It will be your E cos theta. Because this electric field E is making an angle theta with the direction of area vector, that is why the component of electric field along the direction of area vector will be how much? E cos theta. Okay, here the component of electric field along the direction of area vector is your E cos theta, and area vector is how much? It is ds. Okay, so electric flux is equal to your EDS cos theta. We know that AB cos theta means what? AB cos theta means A dot B. So here E is a vector quantity, ds is area vector. Okay, both are vector quantity. If you take a dot product of E and ds, then you will find EDS cos theta. Okay, or we can write E dot ds also. E dot ds. So electric flux is a scalar quantity which is a dot product of electric field and area vector ds. Okay, this is the formula. So you remember what is our electric flux? Electric flux means it is the measure of field lines passing through a definite area. ओके, एक डेफिनिट एरिया से कितना इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन क्रॉस किया है वो होता है इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स. अगर ज़्यादा फील्ड लाइन क्रॉस करेगा तो फ्लक्स का वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगा. इफ लेस फील्ड लाइन्स आर क्रॉसिंग थ्रू दैट एरिया तो इलेक्ट्रिक जो फ्लक्स का वैल्यू है वो भी लेस होगा. ओके, और मैथमेटिकली इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स इज व्हाट? Electric flux is a dot product of electric field and area vector. Okay, or from this diagram here, these are the direction of electric field, and this is a plane surface, and the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. N cap is what? This is the direction of area vector, and here you can see the electric field E will make an angle theta with n cap, and the component of electric field along the direction of n cap is how much? E cos theta. So flux will be your E cos theta dot ds or E ds cos theta. That is why electric flux phi is a dot product of E dot ds. Okay. Then it comes to the next topic, Gauss's theorem. Gauss's theorem. Gauss's theorem. So it states that the total flux through a closed surface, total flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by it. Okay, this is the statement of Gauss's theorem. Okay, it states that the total flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by the closed surface. Okay, so mathematically it can be expressed as the total flux is denoted by this letter phi e. Flux means what? It is a dot product of electric field and area vector. So here we are taking total flux, that is why we have to take the symbol close integration. Okay, so according to the statement, the total flux phi e is equal to how much? The total flux phi e is equal to our q by epsilon naught. So this is the statement of the Gauss's theorem. According to the Gauss's theorem, the total flux phi e is equal to how much? The total flux phi e is equal to q by epsilon naught. What is q here? Q is the charge enclosed by the closed surface. Okay, so we are going to prove this Gauss's theorem. So proof. This is very important. The concept is very important. Okay, so here we are taking a point source. Suppose we are taking a positive point source q. This is a positive point source q. Okay, the positive point source q is at the center of a sphere. Okay, this is the sphere. Here the positive point source q is at the center of the sphere. Okay, so we have already discussed from positive charges इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस विल इमर्जिंग. ओके, ये जो पॉजिटिव चार्ज है यहाँ से क्या निकलेगा? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस निकलेगा. एंड दोज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस आर इमर्जिंग लाइक दिस. द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस आर इमर्जिंग along the direction of radius. So these are what? These are the electric field lines. So the point source is at the center of the sphere. The point source is at the center of the sphere. That is why the electric field lines will be in the direction of the radius of the sphere. You remember, इसमें जो point source है वो कहाँ पर है? The point source is at the center of the sphere. That is why the electric field lines will be along the direction of the radius, and we know that the radius is always perpendicular to the surface. The radius is always perpendicular to the inner and outer surface. Okay, so we can say that these are what? These are electric field lines. Here electric field lines are along the direction of radius which is perpendicular to the surface. ये जो electric field lines है ये क्या होगा? It is normal to the surface. ये surface का क्या होगा? Perpendicular होगा. Okay, and ये जो point source है, point source is at the center. Point source कहाँ पर है? Center में है. इसलिए whatever electric field lines will emerge from this point source, all electric field lines will passing through this curved surface. ये पॉइंट सोर्स से जितना इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस निकलेगा, सब इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस, एवरी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस विल पास थ्रू दिस सरफेस. ओके, दैट इज व्हाई अगर हम इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स लेंगे थ्रू दिस सरफेस, हमको क्या मिलेगा? हमको टोटल फ्लक्स मिलेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ से जितना सारा फील्ड लाइंस निकलेगा, every field lines are passing through this surface. If we take the flux through this surface, then we will get this total flux. अगर ये surface में क्या होगा? If there is a opening, अगर इसमें एक opening होगा, तो through this opening the electric field lines will leak. यहाँ से क्या होगा? अगर देखो ये surface में क्या होगा? If there is a opening on the surface, थ्रू दैट ओपनिंग इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन लीक होगा, इसमें से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन बाहर जाएगा. अगर ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन तो किसी ये सरफेस में से तो क्रॉस नहीं करेगा ना, इसलिए ये इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन के लिए हमको क्या नहीं मिलेगा? फ्लक्स नहीं मिलेगा. ओके, टोटल फ्लक्स के लिए तो स्टेटमेंट में क्या है? वी नीड टोटल फ्लक्स. अगर टोटल फ्लक्स लेना है तो द सरफेस मस्ट बी क्लोज्ड. ये जो सरफेस है इट मस्ट बी क्लोज्ड. सरफेस क्लोज होने से एवरी फील्ड लाइंस जो पॉइंट से निकलेगा, दोस फील्ड लाइंस विल क्रॉस द सरफेस. अगर सरफेस में ओपनिंग होगा ओपनिंग होने से क्या होगा, उसमें से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइन्स लीक करेगा। लीक करने से हमको क्या नहीं मिलेगा, टोटल फ्लक्स नहीं मिलेगा। अगर टोटल फ्लक्स लेना है, स्टेटमेंट में टोटल फ्लक्स के बारे में कहा है, टोटल फ्लक्स लेने के लिए क्या होना पड़ेगा, द सरफेस मस्ट बी क्लोज। सो हियर दिस इज द सरफेस और दिस सरफेस विल एनक्लोज इस क्यू सर्स। ये जो सरफेस है, ये सरफेस ने कितना सर्स, दिस सरफेस विल एनक्लोज क्यू अमाउंट ऑफ सर्स। ओके, ये सरफेस का शेप जैसा भी हो सकता है, कैसा भी हो सकता है। हमने यहाँ पर रेगुलर शेप ले लिया है क्योंकि वो प्रूफ करने के लिए इजी होगा। ये इरेगुलर शेप भी हो सकता है। सपोज दिस इज ए, अगर इफ दिस इज ए क्लोज सरफेस, दिस सरफेस विल एनक्लोज सपोज Q1 अमाउंट ऑफ सर्स। ओके, तो ऐसा भी सरफेस हो सकता है, बट ऐसा सरफेस लेने से सो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकलने के लिए थोड़ा दिक्कत होगा, इसलिए हम ऐसा इरेगुलर शेप नहीं लेंगे। सो हियर वी आर टेकिंग ए स्फेरिकल सरफेस। स्फेरिकल सरफेस लेने से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकलने के लिए इजी होगा, इसलिए हमने क्या ले लिया, वी आर टेकिंग ए स्फेरिकल सरफेस एंड यू रिमेंबर द सरफेस मस्ट बी क्लोज्ड। अगर सरफेस क्लोज होगा तभी तो टोटल फ्लक्स आएगा। अगर इफ सरफेस इज नॉट क्लोज, इफ देयर इज सम ओपनिंग, तो उसमें से इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड लाइंस लीक होगा और हमको क्या नहीं मिलेगा, टोटल फ्लक्स नहीं मिलेगा, तब ये गॉसेस थ्योरम नहीं होगा। गॉसेस ने क्या कहा है, टोटल फ्लक्स इज इक्वल टू हाउ मच, Q बाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट। गॉसेस ने कहा है टोटल फ्लक्स इज व्हाट, टोटल फ्लक्स इज Q बाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट। ओके, सो टोटल फ्लक्स होने के लिए सरफेस मस्ट बी क्लोज्ड। सरफेस क्या होना पड़ेगा, इट मस्ट बी क्लोज्ड और दिस क्लोज सरफेस इज ऑल्सो नोन एज द गॉसियन सरफेस ऑल्सो, द गॉसियन सरफेस ऑल्सो। Okay, so here the pointers is at the center of the sphere and every point on the surface is every points on the surface are at equal distance। ये सरफेस का जो एवरी पॉइंट है, एवरी पॉइंट्स आर एट इक्वल डिस्टेंस। सपोज सब पॉइंट्स कितना डिस्टेंस पर है, r डिस्टेंस दूरी पर है। हियर आई एम टेकिंग r इज द रेडियस। तो सरफेस में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का वैल्यू क्या होगा, द वैल्यू ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड on the surface of the sphere is equal to how much, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by r square. So this is the value of electric field on the surface of the sphere. Okay, then we are taking flux through a very small area element ds. Suppose we are taking a very small area element ds. Okay, this is the very small area element. We are taking a very small area element ds on the surface. This is the very small area element ds on the surface. Okay, and the direction of area vector at that point will be always normal to the surface. Okay, suppose if I am considering a very small area element at this point, area element means it is a very small, it is a point, it is like a point only. Okay, if I am considering a very small area element at this point ds, okay, the direction of area vector at this point is always normal to the surface. Okay, if I am taking a curved surface, suppose this is a curved surface at this point, what is the direction of area vector, the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. You remember, for a curved surface, at any point on the curved surface, the direction of area vector is always normal to the point. Here also, this is a curved surface. Okay, we need to calculate the total flux through this curved surface. For that purpose, we are taking a very small area element ds at this point. Suppose this is a very small area element ds. We can take this area element at any point on the surface. If I am taking a very small area element ds at this point, okay, the direction of this area vector is always normal to the surface. ये जो एरिया वेक्टर का जो डायरेक्शन है वो क्या होगा, इट इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस एंड वी नो दैट द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट दिस पॉइंट इज ऑल्सो नॉर्मल. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का जो डायरेक्शन है दैट इज अलोंग द रेडियस, रेडियस इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस, और एरिया वेक्टर का भी डायरेक्शन इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस. देयरफॉर यू कैन सी at every point on the surface the direction of area vector and direction of electric field are in the same direction. That means angle between electric field and area vector is 0 degree. At every point the electric field is always normal to the surface, and at every point the direction of area vector is also normal to the point. That means the electric field and area vector both are directed along the same direction. Okay, that is why angle between area vector, we are taking a small area element, area vector ds. Ds is what? It is a very small area element. It is a point element like this. Okay, angle between area vector ds and electric field E is 0. So the angle between electric field E and area vector is how much? 0. Okay, then what will be the flux? What will be the value of flux for the small area element ds? ये जो small area element ds है उसके लिए flux कितना होगा? Flux through the very small area element, ds, वो कितना होगा? फ्लक्स थ्रू द वेरी स्मॉल एरिया एलिमेंट ds. तो इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स क्या है? ओके, the flux will be also very small because we are taking a very small area element. That is why the number of field lines crossing through this surface, crossing through the area element will be also small. ये फ्लक्स भी क्या होगा? ये भी वैल्यू वेरी स्मॉल होगा, इसलिए हमने यहाँ पर d ले लिया है. तो d phi is what? This is the flux through a very small area element ds. Okay, the flux means it is a dot product of what? Electric field and area vector ds. Okay, this is what? This is the flux through a very small area element ds. Okay, which will be equal to what? मैंने कहा था it is what? It is a dot product of electric field and area vector. Or what is the angle between this electric field and area vector at every point on the surface? The direction of electric field and area vector is 0 degree. That is why we can write EDS cos 0 degree. EDS cos 0 degree. The value of cos 0 is 1. That means electric flux for the very small area element ds will be your EDS. Okay, this is what? This is the flux linked with for a very small area element ds. ये जो ds है ये कहीं भी तुम ले सकते हो. You can take any point on the surface. At every point you remember the direction of area vector. Area vector means what? Normal to the surface, and the electric field, which is also normal to the point, are directed along the same direction. That is why the angle between them will be 0 degree, and the flux for a very small area element ds will be equal to your EDS. This is what? This is the flux linked with a very small area element ds. Okay, then what will be the total flux? Therefore total flux कितना होगा? टोटल फ्लक्स निकलने के लिए हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? इंटीग्रेट करना पड़ेगा. तो टोटल फ्लक्स फाई ई इज इक्वल टू इंटीग्रेशन. ओके, ये क्या होगा? इंटीग्रेशन डी फाई ई होगा, डी फाई. और ये सरफेस कैसा है? दिस सरफेस इज क्लोज. क्लोज होने से तो क्या निकलेगा? टोटल फ्लक्स निकलेगा. दिस सरफेस इज क्लोज सरफेस. दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव टू गिवन दिस सिंबल टोटल फ्लक्स. Okay, this close integration. Okay, this symbol representing the close integration. ये जो surface है ये कैसा है? The surface is closed. That is why we are given this symbol. It is what? It is integration. But the surface is closed. That is why we are given this symbol. It is close integration. Okay. So what is this d phi e? D phi e means it is EDS. Okay. The total flux phi is equal to EDS. Okay, here E is what? Electric field on the surface. You remember every point on this surface are at equal distance. Every point are at equal distance. That is why the value of electric field at every point will be same. ये जो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का वैल्यू है सरफेस में एवरी पॉइंट में इसका वैल्यू सेम आएगा. That is why here E is a constant. The value of electric field at every point on the surface is same. That is why it will be constant. E का वैल्यू सेम होगा. At every point the value of E is same. That is why you can take E as a constant. अगर ये constant है तो ये बाहर आ जाएगा तो क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन ds. ओके, इफ यू इंटीग्रेट ds, अगर इंटीग्रेट करने से क्या मिलेगा? You will get the total surface area. What is the total surface area? Close integration ds. That means when you integrate this ds, then you will find the total surface area. You will find the total surface area. Total surface area कितना होगा? 4 pi r square. 4 pi r square. Okay. From Coulomb's law, we are getting the value of electric field. What is the value of electric field? The value of electric field is your 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square into 4 pi r square. Okay, we can cancel 4 pi r square also go cancel. So total flux phi is equal to what? Q by epsilon naught. So this is the Gauss's theorem. तो Gauss ने क्या कहा है? Total flux phi E is equal to what? Charge by epsilon naught. That means the total flux enclosed, total flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught times the charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. This is the proof of the Gauss's theorem, which is very important, which is very important for the exam. Okay, it is very simple. It is very simple. Okay, now if I am taking, suppose if this is the Gaussian surface, if this is the Gaussian surface, if this Gaussian surface is enclosing a charge q1 and q2, ये जो Gaussian surface है इसने कितना नेट चार्ज एनक्लोज किया है? q1 and q2. तो इसमें Gauss's theorem क्या होगा? Suppose total flux phi E is equal to, it is what? Total flux is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times the net charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface. तो ये है Gaussian surface. ये जो Gaussian surface ने नेट चार्ज कितना एनक्लोज किया है? The net charge enclosed by this Gaussian surface will be equal to your q1 plus q2. Okay, if this Gaussian surface will enclose q1 and q2, okay, then this will be the statement of Gauss's theorem. Okay, then this will be the statement of Gauss's theorem. Okay, the statement में क्या है? The total flux phi is equal to what? The total flux through a closed surface is 1 by epsilon naught the net charge enclosed by it. ओके, Gauss's सरफेस ने कितना चार्ज एनक्लोज किया है? इसमें q1 प्लस q2 एनक्लोज किया है. तो इसमें Gauss's थ्योरम क्या होगा? phi is equal to 1 by epsilon naught q1 plus q2. Okay, if this is the Gaussian surface and if this Gaussian surface will enclose, suppose plus q and this is your minus q. If this Gaussian surface will enclose plus q and minus q, then what will be the value of flux? इसमें flux कितना होगा? Suppose total flux phi according to Gauss's theorem, total flux is equal to how much? 1 by epsilon naught into net charge enclosed by the surface. तो ये जो surface है इसने net charge कितना enclose किया है? प्लस q माइनस q. दोनों को ऐड करो, ये एक पॉजिटिव है दूसरा नेगेटिव है, तो नेट चार्ज एनक्लोज बाय दिस सरफेस इज व्हाट? ये क्या होगा? जीरो होगा. नेट चार्ज एनक्लोज बाय द गॉसियन सरफेस क्या होगा? जीरो होगा. ओके, then the flux will be what? The flux will be zero. The flux will be zero. Here net charge enclosed by the Gaussian surface is how much? It is zero. Okay, that is why the flux will be zero. Okay, so this is the Gauss's theorem. So we are deriving Gauss's theorem from Coulomb's law. We are deriving Gauss's theorem from Coulomb's law. We can derive Coulomb's law also from Gauss's theorem. Okay, so we can derive Coulomb's law also from Gauss's theorem. Okay, so Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. For this, we are taking a sphere. This is a sphere, and at center O, we are taking a positive charge Q. Okay, here O is the center, here O is the center, and at point O, we are taking a charge plus Q. Okay. So we are considering a sphere of radius r, and O is the center, and on that center O we are taking a positive charge plus Q. Okay, from this positive charge electric field lines क्या होगा, ऐसे बाहर निकलेगा. The electric field lines will emerging out like this. The direction of electric field is along the radius. ये जो electric field का जो direction होगा, it is along the radius. And the radius is always normal to the surface. Okay, direction of electric field is along the radius, and the radius is always normal to the surface. That is why we can say the electric field, these are what? These are the direction of electric field. Electric field is normal to the surface. इसमें जो electric field है, electric field lines are always normal to the surface. Okay, then we are considering a very small area element ds. Suppose if I am considering a very small area element ds at this point, okay, the direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. ये होगा area vector का direction, दोनों का direction same होगा. If you take this area vector here, अगर यहाँ पर लोगे, if you consider this area vector ds at this point, इसमें भी क्या होगा, direction of area vector is always normal to the surface. At every point, पहले मैंने कहा है ना, at every point on the surface electric field and area vector का डायरेक्शन सेम होगा. यानी दोनों का बीच का जो एंगल बिटवीन E and ds, E is what? Electric field is along the radius is always normal to the surface, and ds is what? It is area vector which is also normal to the surface. ये दोनों normal है, यानी दोनों का डायरेक्शन परपेंडिकुलर टू द सरफेस एट एवरी पॉइंट. दैट इज जो ये एंगल क्या होगा, एंगल बिटवीन ई एंड ds इज 0 होगा, 0. ओके, देन व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ फ्लक्स फॉर ए वेरी स्मॉल एरिया एलिमेंट ds? द फ्लक्स फॉर ए वेरी स्मॉल एरिया एलिमेंट ds विल बी इक्वल टू योर d phi, which will be equal to your dot product of electric field E and ds. ओके, तो बीच का एंगल कितना है, E एंड ds का बीच का एंगल 0 है, इसलिए क्या होगा, E ds cos 0. द वैल्यू ऑफ cos 0 is 1. Therefore, flux through a very small area element ds will be equal to your E ds. This is what? This is the value of flux for a small area element ds. Okay, this is the value of flux for a very small area element ds. Okay, then what will be the total flux? पहले की तरह सेम है, टोटल फ्लक्स कितना होगा, टोटल फ्लक्स फाई विल बी इक्वल टू योर क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन. ये क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन क्यों? बिकॉज द सरफेस इज क्लोज, दैट इज व्हाई आई एम गिविंग दिस क्लोज इंटीग्रेशन. ओके, व्हाट इज डी फाई ई? डी फाई ई इज इक्वल टू योर ई डी एस. Okay, here also the this is a sphere and the charge is at the center. And we are assuming the electric field by symmetry. Electric field will be same at every point. Okay, that is why we can take electric field as constant. Integration ds. Okay, integration ds means if we integrate ds, then you will get the total area of the sphere, total surface area of the sphere, which will be equal to your 4 pi r square. So this is our total flux, which is equal to E into 4 pi r square. So we are going to prove Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. तो Gauss's theorem क्या कहता है? We are going, remember here we are going to prove Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. इससे पहले जो मैंने किया है, that मैंने क्या किया है, Coulomb's law से Gauss's theorem को prove किया. And in this we are going to prove Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem. So from Gauss's theorem, according to Gauss's theorem क्या कहता है? According to Gauss's theorem, total flux is equal to what? Q by epsilon naught. This is according to Gauss's theorem. Total flux will be how much? Q by epsilon naught. और एंड व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ टोटल फ्लक्स, ये टोटल फ्लक्स का वैल्यू हमको क्या मिला है, विच इज इक्वल टू E into 4 pi r square which is equal to q by epsilon naught, okay, or E will be equal to what, 1 by it is what, or it is q by 4 pi r square into epsilon naught, or E is equal to what, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. So this is the value of electric field. ये क्या है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का वैल्यू है on the surface of the sphere. So this is what, this is the value of electric field on the surface of the sphere. Okay, then if I am, suppose at every point on the surface, this is the value of electric field. If I am taking a test charge q naught on the surface, on the surface what is the value of electric field, this is the value of electric field. If on that surface, if I am taking a test charge, okay, if I am taking a test charge, then force exerted upon the test charge, force exerted upon a test charge q naught placed on the surface, placed on the surface of the sphere. अगर सरफेस में अगर क्या करेंगे, एक टेस्ट चार्ज रखेंगे, व्हाट इज द फोर्स एक्सर्टेड अपॉन दैट टेस्ट चार्ज, द फोर्स एक्सर्टेड अपॉन दैट टेस्ट चार्ज F will be equal to your what, q naught into E. This is the force exerted upon a test charge. E is what, E is the value of electric field on the surface. If we are taking a test charge on that surface, what will be the force, the force will be equal to your q naught into E. This is from electric field. Electric field क्या है, F by q naught. Okay, so force will be equal to what, q into E. Force will be equal to your q into E. We are taking a test charge q naught on the surface, and E is the electric field on the surface. That is why force upon the test charge will be how much, q naught into E. So what is the value of electric field we are getting from Gauss's theorem, which is equal to what, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. Therefore force exerted on that test charge will be how much, 4 pi epsilon naught q naught by r square. This is the force exerted, this is what, this is the force exerted upon a test charge if you placed on the surface. Okay, this is what, this is the Coulomb's law, this is Coulomb's law, this is Coulomb's law. So we can prove Coulomb's law from Gauss's theorem also. Okay, so it is very simple. पहले हमने क्या कहा है, एरिया वेक्टर के बारे में कहा. इन दिस क्लास वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट एरिया वेक्टर. सो रिमेंबर एरिया इज ए वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. अगर वेक्टर है तो उसका डायरेक्शन इज ऑलवेज नॉर्मल टू द सरफेस. ओके, एंड देन उसके बाद मैंने क्या कहा, इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स. इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स इज व्हाट, it is very simple, it is the measure of field lines passing through a definite area. It is what, measure of field lines passing through a definite area. Mathematically ये क्या है, mathematically it is a dot product of electric field and area vector. Okay, तो उसके बाद मैंने क्या कहा, Gauss's theorem, which is very simple. Gauss's theorem is what, total flux is equal to क्या है, q by epsilon naught. Okay, तो ये Gauss's theorem हमको क्यों चाहिए, Gauss's theorem क्यों चाहिए? If charges are continuously distributed, अगर चार्ज इज continuously distributed है तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड निकालने के लिए हम Coulomb's law यूज नहीं कर पाएंगे. ओके, Coulomb's law is applicable only for point charge. If charges are distributed on any surface, then with the help of Gauss's theorem we can easily calculate the value of electric field at any point. Okay, so in next class we will discuss some numerical from this electric flux and Gauss's theorem. Okay.